Some big troubling signs for President Trump's re-election campaign. A new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll shows Trump trailing Joe Biden by 12 points in 11 battleground states. This as 50% of the country says there is no chance they will support President Trump in November versus only 37% who say there is zero chance they would support Biden. And less than 4 months ahead of the election, an overwhelming 72% of those polled say the country is on the wrong track. Joining me now is the man with the numbers, Chuck Todd, Meet the Press moderator, NBC News political director, and expert on all things polling. What is the most important, the most important numbers that you're looking at in this poll?
Well, I'm going to go with that 72% wrong direction. There's quite a few, I think, important numbers in here, but I think, sort of that number, Andrea, then explains every other number in the poll. I mean, what I think the basic message of this poll is, and what you have in this, and if you're the president's campaign or the president himself, what you should take away from it, is that people are screaming for a course correction in how he's handling this virus. And that is throughout the whole thing. The rise in the wrong direction is virus-related. His handling, obviously, the virus is below 40%. His handling of race relations, by the way, even lower for what it's worth there. But there was another poll question we asked: is like, do you want candidates for president or Congress to be focused on reopening businesses or focus on controlling this virus? And it was 2.5 to 1 controlling the virus. There is, in so many different ways, this poll screams at the president, do something different. You're losing on this virus. Please change course. And it's obviously, you know, right now a message the president is not listening to.
I mean, he's not only not doing something, he's pretending it doesn't exist, trying to ignore it, downplay it. Let's reopen schools without a plan, and, you know, slamming and smearing the most credible public health advisors. Also trailing Joe Biden in 11 battleground states, and in the national poll as well, double digits in the national poll. So that tells you a lot as well.
Andrea, at our political unit meeting yesterday, in our virtual meeting, obviously we can't physically be together, we were talking about the fact that if you reverse engineered this and said, what if you were Joe Biden, what would you want Donald Trump to do in order to make it easier for you? It would be exactly what Trump is doing right now. I mean, at a time, check the race relations. He said 33% job approval on race relations, okay? That is, you know, there's your, you want to know what the bottom, what the floor is for the president? There's your floor. And what does he do? He starts talking about white grievance in that interview with CBS, for instance, earlier this week.
Confederate flag.
I mean, he is chasing the suburbs away between getting involved, creating schools as a wedge issue, going down this rabbit hole on race relations with white grievance. His suburban problems aren't you know, they're not like a 5 or a 10, a 5 or a 6 on the. I mean, this is a 5-alarm fire. Pick your metaphor. This is the epicenter of his political disaster right now.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.